Hello, guys. This is Trade once more. Let's get that gold money. That gold money. So this gold is a daily chart on the gold. So I'm just quickly gonna zoom in here. You see this volume imbalance here. It's gonna be part of your suspension block. I'm just gonna mark that there. So let's just do that. So let's just go down with it until we see the last volume imbalance down there. Gonna go down with this until you see that. There we go. And then zoom it in there. Okay, yeah, that was the last one. So this formation that we see here is a suspension block. It has a volume balance below and a volume balance above. So everything here is just suspended. All these candlesticks in here are suspended. Literally on the air, literally suspended, right? So yesterday, I was looking at this gold. I was saying if it goes up, it can, I'd like to see it go as high probably as in here. And I was going to look for the cells, right? So it goes above and then it doesn't get there. It closes below 50% of the suspension block. That is what we want to see. It's telling us that it's weak because it can't even close up in the upper half here. It's closing below. That's showing us it's weak. So normally what we can do with this, you can grade it, right? You can just put your fib there and put your fib there. And that's the half, of course. See that perfect hit there? That's perfect, right? There. That's 0.75 of the suspension block. That's what we hit there yesterday. That's beautiful. Now we have half of it here of the suspension block. Now we have this level here of the suspension block, 0.25 of the suspension block. And we have this wick here, which you can grade to. Can easily do this. Come and put that there. Take this and put it. Okay, let me zoom in. Basically, we're marking there, then up to here, right? This is the wick that you want to measure. So after measuring that, you could go there, and then just do this. There you go. That's this wick, because it's very important to our trading today. That's the wick, and that's the wick. Right, right, and that's the other one there, which also represent the 75% of the suspension block as a whole, right? That's beautiful. So now we could also mark right there. It's a rejection block. Come down there, take the fib. Oof. Take the fib, put it there. Right, it's there. Then we're gonna measure again. It's rejection block. Take its 7.5. Right. Ugh, what am I doing? Yeah, 7.5. Let's delete that.
Yeah, Mom.
Okay, let's put it right there. And then, okay, there we go, there. So we put it here at the low, marking the low, and then taking marking its close right there. Now I'm gonna move this a bit up. Yeah, there you go. Take this, put it proper place. There we go. Take another one, proper place. There we go. Take another one, proper place. There we go. Take another one, proper place, the low. There we go. So basically I'm marking anything relevant, right? And then looking down, I was gonna take the same fib, mark this one there, right? This is your daily approach, guys, how you do it, how you know where it's gonna go, where it's gonna turn, and how you trust it. Because it's gonna be using these levels, but you need to anticipate them and have them there. Me, I'm only marking quarters here. Could make eights, meaning you could make another half, half, and a half. You could do that. This is this one. If I want to the extra levels, okay, let me see. Is there, okay, that's there, and then that's there. Then we need you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There we go. Then you can move there. So instantly, by doing that, you can see that will never bite this as an order block. Why? Failed high, can go high, so can bite this now as an order block. So where's our draw? Of course, we're gonna label these one like these wicks like this, 0.5, right? Well, in black, black is beautiful. There we go. Okay, let's put on the right. 0.5 of the wick. Probably right is day 2. What is it? 2 February. So here you're gonna be like 0.5. 3.5 or 0.75? 0.75, right? And then you're gonna go black. Then you're gonna bring this up here. And go on the right. There we go. So on the right. Rejection block, half. Then 0.25 is low. This is sell side basically here. Could just write it like that. Sell side slash low. That's what it is. And then this one's nice at the bottom. Only thing, make it black, right? Black and bold. Sell side. So here the draw, basically, we're gonna look at the market coming initially. We want to see basically we want to see bodies in here. In this range, in here, we'd love to see bodies. Fill the space, needs bodies. Let's write that. Needs bodies. Needs candlestick bodies. Needs candlestick bodies. Needs them. I think that would be nice if it was black, right? Like that. Then also, this is half, right, of this here. It's a critical level. Looking at it. Also, this low here is a very nice low, because if we zoom in, here we have a fair value gap with only wicks. Right? There we go. It's a fair value gap, which is this candlestick's high. This one, candlestick number 2, and then candlestick number 3 is low. So basically, it only has wicks, so it's a high probability fair value gap. Even this one here, it's a high probability fair value gap for a draw to the downside. We'd like to see draw the price to itself, basically. Okay, let's go there, but like that. Okay, let's do that. Needs bodies. Okay, so we'd like to see that. And then eventually, if you're gonna go probably higher, wouldn't be that bad taking out this low, right? it wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be, not at all. It's just like black, because it wouldn't be bad. It's also the cell size down there. It wouldn't be bad. So now we're here. Remember, this is a daily chart, guys. So you see these lines, everything has a label. Let me do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This one is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, or 0.5. What? 0.5. Let's go on the red. 0.5 again. Put that on the right. On the right, on the right, on the right, on the right. So we're gonna look for gold to go down to come into this rejection block in here and in here ultimately. Like to sit in here for sure. So if you go on the 1 hour, 1 hour gold, 1 hour. This is gold, 1 hour. Half 7.5 rejection block. Okay, let's say RB here, RB wick, RB wick. So this is the downward wick, 7.5 half, 2.5. It's low, right? And this one is RB 0.25. Let's go write it. RB wick, RB. It's an RB. Um, going to change this to black to there and style should remain red. So basically, we're looking at very critical elements here. So looking at this, what do we see? The suspension block here in yellow, right? In yellow, we could do that. There it is, the suspension block in yellow. Anytime we need it, we can just pull it in, right? You see half of it here. And also, okay, now what are we gonna look for? Still looking for downside. So looking at that, critical levels, we have this here. We have this in green. I know. I'm making this is in green here. Is this favorable gap with the volume imbalance too? So should we come back in there and go higher than this? We'll probably go in there. But then we're gonna have to keep an open mind here. But ultimately, we're gonna just look for gold to go short, to go lower into this. You have to see gold in there. That's what we'd like to see. And also here, there's this fair value gap here on our time frame. This fair value gap here only has a wick. So, currently, it's also our draw. Volume balance down there. Let's put it there. And then make it light. That's nice. So we have a draw in there. Let's make this one light too. Light. So this one is a high probability. This one down here, because it only has a wick. It only has wicks. So we need bodies in here. Like we needs candlestick bodies. You see there? Let me just extend that so that it can be clear. There we go. You see? These candlestick bodies. So that's gonna be the draw ultimately that we're gonna look for. Gonna look for it to come back in there. And ultimately take this low. And we'll see, probably take this low too. But initially, this is the draw for the day. In terms of for the hour, next hour, few hours, right after open and stuff, we're gonna look to come in here and in there. Thank you. Let's do that. Okay, this RB of the week. RB week. Of course, we're gonna put dates on these. Me, I know what RB week, which one is which one, and so off, and what it should kind of like behave when it reaches a level, right? Here we go. So if you go on the minute or 15, let's go on the 15-minute time frame. It's the 15. Need candlestick bodies on the daily basis. Here we need on an hourly basis, we need bodies here. Let's go on the 15. Let's pass action on the 15. Boom, going down. Okay. Now on the 15. On the 15, this candlestick gets in there. Have a look at only wick. We'll see. But it's using the rejection block there of the wick. The rejection, yeah. So now, basically, we could pull this to the side a bit. Then we could just see how we're gonna perform here. Let's go on 1 minute time frame. So now we're on the 1 minute time frame, guys. So this is the lower wick, discount wick that we're falling into. Then and then here you're gonna see the other one written RB, which is this one. If you won't see it clearly, but it's written RB. This one, the basically this is the rejection block of the upper wick, 0.25 of the upper wick, half of the upper wick, 7.5 of the upper wick, 0.75 of the upper wick. Okay. Okay. On the right. Okay. Let's make that text black. This one is a premium wick here. So us coming back in there, we'll be coming into premium wicks, premium areas. Okay, now we're gonna add a few things. Let's add new day only here. New day. Let's see new day. So that new day. Okay, let's go. We're trying to find 6 o'clock, guys. 6 o'clock. There we go. That's a new day. In purple, they open gap high, they open gap low. Ooh, they open gap low. Date is 05 Feb. You see, you find it on Wednesday, but then we write it for the next day. The date is for the next day. This is new day open gap high 05 Feb. That's that. And now there's a level that more likely to be approached. If you go higher, we're more likely to go somewhere up there. And we're gonna keep a very open mind here, guys. Gold, but we are selling. But this is a level that you look at, of course, that you have. And then now we're gonna find something. We're gonna find the first presenter to have a look at. That's what I'm looking for now. After 12 o'clock, I'm looking for the first one. First presented. What I'm checking here for, I'm trying to see if there's a volume imbalance there. Zoom in again. You see that difference? It's there. There we go. So we're gonna pull this guy down into that. Yes, we're gonna stay like that. Now we're gonna make this all purple. This is gonna be the first presented favor look gap after 12 o'clock, guys. Always mark this. Let's make it light purple a bit. Let's make also the other part light purple. Light purple. And then let's put the date, which is 5. It's the 5 Feb 05 Feb. Right. Feb. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking at. So now, currently, it's lunch, London lunch. At 5, we ended London. So the London session in terms of its kill zone, which is from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So now we king off. Let me see there. We king off the low of the week. And then here this 0.25 of a week, half of the week, 7.5 of the week, RB of the week, the lower week from yesterday, guys. From yesterday. These weeks are from yesterday. So now you're just gonna wait. Wait and see. Okay, I'm gonna mark 7 o'clock here. And that's when our trading will start. 7 o'clock. This is yesterday price action. Let's see if we can get anything in there. Okay, 9:30 from yesterday. I wanna mark the first presented for look at. This one, I'm gonna take this one because it's big. I'm gonna mark there because there's a volume imbalance. I'm gonna put it somewhere there. Then this there. So this is gonna be made blue for first presented fair value gap after 9:30, right? After 9:30 from yesterday was the date for Feb 04 Feb, right? That's that. So I was selling somewhere around here yesterday, going down because we had a fair value gap that needed filling. Okay, so an hour and some sell side, which was resting here. PM sell side snapped. So now you're looking at this like this. Let me see. Just gonna wait and see how this performs here around these levels. because if you can't break this, you just keep going lower. This London buy side is resting here. So should we take buy side and come into this? We'll start thinking about selling. It's going to be 1 hour. Hour. Done. So now we're looking at, if this comes in here, we're looking for ourselves. Nothing more. We're gonna look for ourselves in here. Won't look for it to take this high, but if it wants to, then we'll be watching it. That's why we'll gap here respected. So now we're just gonna wait. It's a waiting game, guys. And when we need it, the suspension block on a day, we're gonna pull it because it's levels, half of it, and it's quarter. All of its levels are important. Just put your fib there and there. We're gonna use that nice. So that is good. That is good, guys. Me, I'm bearish. Think I'm gonna sell it in here. Just gonna look for my sells. It drop me. Let's look for my sells. There's also sell side here. If you market, it's Asian sell side in gray. Right? Asian sell side there. And then if you go down about it, this Asian buy sides right above the first presidential gap here after 98. So right there, this buy side. So you could just do this. There we go. That's the buy side there. Then we're just gonna wait and see how we do when we open, but we just bearish guys on this. Thank you. 20K.